In the last 24 hours, the Bitcoin price has seen a bloodbath with a correction of more than 5%. From the highs of $45,000, Bitcoin is now down to the lows of $38,000. So, what are the next key levels for the Bitcoin price and what are some of the indicators telling us? Stay tuned to this video and find out more details about the Bitcoin price. Hello friends, my name is Soham and I welcome you to Crypto Bulls Club. Every day on this channel, I show you how you can make money in crypto. If you like money and crypto, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon. This will notify you with all the new videos that we release. Also, do not forget to join us on our social medias like Twitter, Instagram and Telegram, where we keep you up to date from all the real-time happenings. So guys, without further ado, let's jump on straight into the Bitcoin charts. So at this point of time, the Bitcoin price is trading at around the $38,950. And since the past few days after making the high of $45,400, Bitcoin price has been plummeting, guys, right? So there are a few macro reasons for this as well. Apart from this, there are a few technical reasons for this as well. We are going to discuss both of with you right here. So right now, let's first take a closer look as to what are some of the key levels for the Bitcoin price and why we are getting rejected. The most important level for the Bitcoin price right now is the price of around $44,500 or $45,000. Why do I say so? If you just look left on the charts, you'll be able to understand how many times we have treated this line as support and resistance. Here we treated it as a resistance, here we treated it as a resistance, here also we treated it as a resistance, before that we treated it as support multiple number of times, guys, right? And if we go further to the left, you'll be able to see this, that prior to this we were actually holding this line as support multiple number of times. So this is the most important level for the Bitcoin price. If we are able to go above the $45,000 mark, get a daily closure above it, then we'll be doing very well, guys, right? But until we are not doing it, it will be a very rough ride for the Bitcoin price. Now, if I have to talk about some of the key indicators, then on the daily time frame, the 200-day exponential moving average is holding resistance, guys, right? Look at this, we had treated it as a resistance here, we narrowly broke above it, then we fell below again, here we treated it as a resistance, and most recently on the 2nd of March we treated it as a resistance. Prior to that, we had held it as support multiple number of times, but during the brief bear market that we saw last year from May till July, we held the 200-day exponential moving average as a major resistance. And guys, the last time we held it as a resistance, Bitcoin actually corrected by more than 25%. If you just take a quick look on here, from here to this bottom, it was about 34%, guys, right? And if we do a measurement from this point, it was actually 25%. So if we get a 25% correction this time around as well, we'll go probably to the same areas, because Bitcoin made almost a double top right here, which is not so bullish, right, for the Bitcoin price. If we just quickly draw this, a 25% correction will put Bitcoin right at about the $33,900 or $34,000. But if we get a 34% correction like how we got back in January, then the Bitcoin price could see a new lower low of $30,000, guys, right? Do I think $30,000 might be on the cards? I don't think so. I think we will be making continuous higher lows. At least that is what we are doing right here, right? What do I mean by higher low? Take a look at this. We made a low right here. This was a higher low. Will we continue to make a higher low? That is something which is very important. But one of the things which is a bit of a concern to me right now is that we were not able to make a higher high. This was a lower high right here back in 10th of February. Bitcoin made a high of $45,800. However, this time Bitcoin made a high of only about $45,400. It was only $400, but it was a lower low nevertheless, right? Now, if we talk about the Fibonacci levels, right? What are the important Fibonacci levels that is coming in? Then you can see very clearly right here that if we break below this 38.2 Fibonacci level, which is coming in at about the $38,700. If we get a daily closure below it, guys, we could be heading down to the lows of about $37,000. Okay, this is absolutely critical, right? And $37,000 also we have held multiple times as support. As you can see this, there are multiple candles we have held that $37,000 as support, and it's not been since early February that we haven't closed a daily candle below $37,000, which is a good sign. We got a long wick here on 24th of February, which went all the way down to about $34,000, but the closure was at about the $38,300. So look out for these important levels for the Bitcoin price, $38,000 and $37,000, right? If we fell below $37,000, then we could be heading to $36,000 or probably $32,000 as well, right? If I have to talk about another very important indicator, which is the MACD, right? On the MACD, what we'll be able to see right here is basically that, we are almost getting a cross to the downside on the daily time frame, guys, right? And if this happens, Bitcoin will struggle, guys. To say the least, Bitcoin will struggle a lot, right? Because if you see and if you take a look left on the charts, each time you'll be able to observe that each time we had a cross on the MACD, there was a huge dip. So this is a warning for you guys. Look out for this MACD cross. Currently, it's very close. It's extremely close. It's too close for comfort, right, guys? And if you just take a look on the, by zooming in, if you see this here, if we continue to fall for another day or so, we might have a cross to the downside on the MACD, which can actually lead to further correction in the Bitcoin price, and that would not be a good thing for you guys, right? So apart from the MACD, what is the important thing that you need to observe? Apart from the MACD, the most important indicator, right? Not only apart from MACD, the most important indicator that you need to keep an eye on is the RSI, because the RSI tells us that whether there's a divergence, either it's a bullish or a bearish, right? And if you have been following us on Twitter, we have told you about this bearish divergence back on 2nd of March, right? It was early of 2nd of March that we told you that a bearish divergence was forming, and Bitcoin at that point of time was at about $43,800, right? And we told you about this bearish divergence, and for me personally and for our premium members, we did short Bitcoin at around these levels, and we have closed it at around the $39,000 approximately, but some portion of it still remains open. So if you want to join our premium channel, reach out to me. My Telegram is on the pinned comments. So guys, it is extremely important for this indicator, right? Another concern which I'm getting right now is that we may print a head and shoulders right here on the RSI. That would absolutely be very bad for the Bitcoin price, right? They're absolutely critical. Now, one other important trend line which Bitcoin is holding, right? It's not only bad news, there are some good news as well. One other important line which Bitcoin is holding currently is this rising support level, right? We have been holding it since the beginning of 2021, and you can see we have been making continuously higher lows. This is a very good thing, and this is not only something that we are doing for this particular market cycle, right? We have been doing this for previous market cycles as well. If you just zoom out and look left on the charts, you will be able to see this on each and every market cycle that we had so far. We have been having these kind of rising support levels, and if we break this support level, guys, it would mean that we have broken a 10-year long trend, guys, right? Absolutely very critical, very important that we do not break below this particular horizontal line. Even during the crash that we had in last year March, we saw that we did not close a weekly candle below this line, right? Which is extremely critical. We may break down below it, but we never closed it, right? Absolutely critical. Even if you go back to 2013, you will see this rising support. You will see it here in the first market cycle of 2011 as well. So if we break below this, and if we get a weekly closure below this, that would mean that we'll break the market structure for last 10 years, which is not at all good, guys, right? Then I'm afraid we can see prices in the ranges of $20,000 or even lower, right? We don't want to see that. We do not want to see that. However, on the weekly time frame, it is important to understand that on the Fibonacci levels, we are continuously getting rejected right here at the 38.2, which is coming in at about the $47,000, which is important. But currently, we are struggling to go past even the 29.6, which is at the 41,750. We haven't got a weekly closure above it for the last 3 or 4 weeks, which is not so good, guys, right? We broke below it, all-time high back in November. We have been continuously making lows. We kind of formed a W pattern right here, which for me personally, I was actually expecting this W pattern to break out and make a new, at least as the $50,000 mark, because that is where the golden pocket is lying. If you can see this clearly, this is the golden pocket from $55,000 to $56,000, and I was expecting that probably we can see some move to this levels, but the charts told us separate things, right? What did the chart tell us? That the RSI precisely told us that there is a divergence on the daily time frame, guys. It's not on the 4-hourly time frame, not on the 1-hourly time frame. It was on the daily time frame, and hence we are getting this kind of pullback. Now, from the fundamental side of things as well, there are a lot of things happening, right? The Ukraine-Russia crisis is not helping things, right? And also there are talks going on that if America and the NATO intervenes, there might be a world war, which would be devastating for not only for Bitcoin, guys, but for humanity. No one wins in a war, right, except for the people who are dealing in arms, right? So no matter which side you are on, this is not at all appreciable, right? Now, coming back to the charts on the weekly time frame, what we can see on the RSI is that we formed this beautiful double bottom right here, but now there's a bit of a concern for me, because we might see that this might go up and form a double top, right, which would not be good, because a double top on the weekly time frame, meaning that Bitcoin can go down at least by 40 to 50%, guys, right? Not a great sign. So what you need to do, you just need to keep an eye on the RSI on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, and also closely follow our Twitter channel, because on Twitter we keep you up to date from all the real-time happenings. For example, we posted about this divergence right here. Apart from that, we posted about this resistance as well, right? The 200-day exponential moving average and a 25% correction was expected, right? So guys, it is extremely important you follow us on Twitter. Links for it is given on the pinned comments. So if you like this content, please smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay happy, take very good care of yourselves. Bye bye for now.